Like a lot of people, I grew up on Regular Show, man. Ever since it aired in 2010, I truly fell in love with it. For a lot of people, this is one of the greatest Cartoon Network cartoons ever, or just cartoons in general. But what made this show so great? Personally, I'm gonna give my opinion on it. I'm gonna let y'all know what made Regular Show so great.
Yo, Casey, we proud of you.
One of the things that this show does so well is that the episodes will start off regular and then they will completely go insane out of nowhere. You can have Mordecai and Rigby doing goofy stuff in the park. Next thing you know, they're fighting death. And this is typical for Regular Show. Skip at any point in any Regular Show episode. Start off the episode and then skip maybe like 5 minutes into the episode, right? The most random shit you ever seen will be occurring. But the way they do it is perfect. It generally works well with the show. This form of humor works so well because you have no idea what to expect next. This just keeps the viewers engaged and actually want to keep watching to see what's up next in Regular Show. And for a show to be so good, we gotta have good characters, right? So let's talk about the characters. Benson, High Five Ghost, Mordecai and Rigby, Skips, Muscle Man, etc. These characters are likable and actually funny. The show has a perfect contrast between serious and comedic moments. Take Skip's backstory for example. Definitely tragic. We learn how Skips became immortal and the death of his girlfriend. It just shows us how Skips is more than just a character, but actually someone to relate to and understand. It shows people that this is more than just a kid's show, and to add to it, my pops like Regular Show and he would watch it with me. So I'm telling y'all this is a show for all ages. And one thing my pops always told me about Regular Show is that it has some great culture references. Look at the Guardians of Eternal Youth. They're basically like the Watchers from Marvel. But the way Regular Show does these references, it comes off more like a love letter. So that means the execution is done well. Another thing is that we see characters grow. We see Mordecai go from someone who acts impulsively to actually taking accountability for his actions. And Rigby, someone who is more timid and selfish, actually learn to support others and realize where he was wrong. We even see somebody like Pops go from some goofy childlike character to actual hero and somebody who saved the whole Regular Show universe basically. And even Skips going through his own personal trauma and actually moves past that and learns to be vulnerable. We even see characters like Margaret and CJ develop and grow. CJ apologizing for her past actions and not letting her anger issues get the best of her anymore. This applies to Eileen and Margaret as well. Eileen becoming more confident and Margaret actually achieving her goals. From Benson to Muscle Man, every character goes through their own character growth and development. And when talking about Regular Show, you gotta talk about the iconic and memorable running gags. My mom, get back to work or you're fired. All these things just made the show great. The reason these gags are so perfect to this day and never come off as corny is because they're perfectly timed and they're not overused. For example, Benson raging at Mordecai and Rigby for not doing their work doesn't feel like it gets old. There's usually a new situation or a reason why he's doing it. Or Mordecai and Rigby screaming, "Oh!" Sorry, I had to do it for the one time, guys. Just for the one time. The my mom jokes, all the jokes used in the show don't come off in a way where it's being boring and repetitive, but coming off as fresh and original. And I ain't even gonna lie, we gotta talk about the music from Regular Show, cause that shit has some bangers. The way they incorporated music into the show and we use it for montages, that shit was perfect. Like, look at the synthesizer battle in Regular Show. Take a look at that. Producers, y'all know exactly what I'm getting at. I don't even have to say more. This show just has a ton of memorable and good moments. Exit 9B, the holiday specials. I remember being a kid and watching these. I don't want to sound like that, oh god, they don't make cartoons like this anymore. But it's like, damn, bro, I really miss Regular Show. And we have to talk about the finale and what led up to it. The finale, man, that shit different. 10-year-old me was not ready, but I had to prepare myself. This finale is perfect. Everything about it, the way they did Pop's sacrifice, the amount of character development, the final battle. This finale, like I said, was perfect. The way Pop Stories ends is just perfect. The way that he was able to sacrifice himself and actually be kind towards Anti-Pops, someone who was willing to destroy the universe, is actually so in character and it makes sense. Anti-Pops was an actual threat. And not only that, the show didn't lose sense of what it was. It was still a comedic show, but it didn't lose a sense of that emotion and storytelling that I was still trying to bring. It was great. Seeing the characters that we grew up and loved actually growing and doing better things was something that hit different. It was really just a conclusion to our childhood. Seeing them all start families and develop relationships with others, it all just felt great to see. And that's why Regular Show is honestly one of my favorite cartoons of all time. And I feel as if it's one of the greatest cartoons of all time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Wow, wasn't that a great vid? Wasn't that such a great vid? Man, you know what y'all should do? Like and subscribe, or even leave a comment for your boy. You know what I mean? Alright, see you guys next time.